Imagine waking up tomorrow and your job doesn't exist anymore. Not because you were fired, not because your company went bankrupt, but because an AI agent did your job. All of it. Better than you, faster than you, for a fraction of the cost. Sounds like science fiction, right? It's happening right now. In 2025, something shifted. AI stopped being a tool you tell what to do. It became something that decides what to do, plans, executes, learns, adapts. They're called AI agents, and they're about to change business and your career more dramatically than anything since the internet. McKinsey estimates AI will add $4.4 trillion in productivity, not over decades, over the next few years. Companies are already using AI agents that work 24/7, never make mistakes, never ask for raises, and can do the work of 10 employees. Software engineers? Their output has already increased 10 times. Customer service? AI agents handle it autonomously. Marketing? Legal work? Data analysis? Financial planning? All being revolutionized by agents that think, plan, and act independently. This isn't AI might change things someday. This is AI is changing things right now. And if you're not paying attention, you're about to be left behind. This is the story of the biggest business revolution happening at this exact moment. The technology that will define the next decade. The shift that will make some people incredibly wealthy and make others completely obsolete. Are you ready? Let me take you back. Just 3 years ago, in late 2022. AI existed, but it was limited, narrow. You had AI that could recognize faces, AI that could recommend Netflix shows, AI that filtered spam emails. Useful? Sure, but not revolutionary. Then came November 30th, 2022. OpenAI released ChatGPT, and the world lost its mind. Suddenly, AI could write essays, answer complex questions, explain quantum physics in simple terms, write code, generate ideas. But here's the thing. ChatGPT was still just a tool. A really smart tool, but a tool nonetheless. You had to ask it questions. You had to copy and paste its answers. You had to check its work. You had to integrate it into your workflow. It was like having a brilliant intern who could only work when you explicitly told them what to do. Step by step. Helpful? Absolutely. Transformative? Not quite. But in 2024 and 2025, something fundamental changed. AI stopped being a tool. It started becoming an agent. What's the difference? Let me explain. A tool waits for instructions. An agent takes action. Imagine you're planning a business trip. With a tool like ChatGPT, you might ask, what are good hotels in Chicago? It gives you a list. Then you ask about flights, then restaurants. Then you manually book everything yourself. With an AI agent, you just say, plan my business trip to Chicago next week. And it does it. Books your flight, reserves your hotel, schedules meetings, adds everything to your calendar, sends confirmations, monitors for delays, adjusts if something changes. You don't supervise every step. The agent reasons about what needs to be done and does it. That's the revolution. AI that doesn't just respond. AI that acts. AI agents work through what's called agentic AI. They have 3 key capabilities that traditional AI didn't. 1. Autonomous planning. They can break down complex goals into steps. You tell an agent, increase our social media engagement, and it figures out, analyze current performance, identify best performing content types, create a content calendar, draft posts, schedule them, monitor engagement, adjust strategy based on results. 2. Tool use agents can use other software. They can access your CRM, update spreadsheets, send emails, pull data from databases, generate reports, even control other AI systems. They're not isolated. They integrate into your entire digital ecosystem. 3. Adaptive learning. They learn from outcomes. If something doesn't work, they adjust. They get better over time without you teaching them. This combination creates something unprecedented. AI that doesn't just execute tasks, it completes objectives. And businesses are racing to deploy them. Here's where it gets real. 88% of organizations are now regularly using AI. McKinsey, 2025. 92% of companies plan to increase AI investment over the next 3 years. Private investment in generative AI hit $33.9 billion in 2024. The World Trade Organization estimates AI could boost global trade by 34 to 37% by 2040. But here's the shocking part. Only 1% of companies consider themselves mature in AI deployment. That means 99% of businesses are still figuring this out. The race has barely started. And AI agents, systems that can autonomously complete complex workflows, are where the real value lies. Real-world examples. Happening now. Let me give you concrete examples of what's happening. AI agents don't just answer customer questions anymore. They access order histories, process refunds, update accounts, escalate complex issues to humans, and learn which responses work best. All autonomous, no human needed unless something truly unusual happens. Developers using AI agents report output increases of 10 times or more. The AI doesn't just suggest code, it writes entire functions, debugs, runs tests, and pushes updates. GitHub saw 43 million pull requests merged monthly in 2025, up 23% from the prior year. Microsoft's AI diagnostic orchestrator solved complex medical cases with 85.5% accuracy. That's 4 times better than experienced human physicians' average of 20%. AI agents scan thousands of documents, extract key data, build financial models, identify risks, and generate investment recommendations. Work that took teams of analysts weeks now happens in hours. AI paralegals review contracts, identify issues, suggest revisions, and research case law, autonomously completing work that previously required expensive human expertise. This isn't coming. This is here, right now. Why now? Why so fast? You might be wondering, if AI has existed for years, why is this moment different? 3 breakthroughs happened simultaneously. AI models got much better at reasoning. Not just pattern matching, but actual logical thinking. OpenAI's o1, Google's Gemini 3, Anthropic's Claude. These models can plan, debug their own thinking, and solve complex problems. Cloud computing, APIs, integration platforms. The infrastructure needed for AI agents to actually do things finally caught up. Agents can now seamlessly interact with thousands of business software systems. Businesses need this. Labor costs are rising. Competition is intensifying. Companies that don't adopt AI are getting destroyed by competitors who do. When survival is on the line, adoption accelerates fast. Here's what's happening in boardrooms worldwide. Companies are realizing they have 2 choices. Option A, deploy AI agents, dramatically increase productivity, reduce costs, scale without proportionally increasing headcount. Option B, watch competitors do option A, then go out of business. That's not hyperbole. McKinsey's research found that high performers, companies seeing real AI impact, are 3 times more likely to use AI for transformative change, not just cost reduction. They're redesigning entire business models around AI capabilities. But here's where most companies are getting it wrong. They're taking a bottom-up approach, letting departments experiment with AI, hoping innovation emerges organically. Result? Lots of small pilot projects that never scale. Impressive adoption numbers that don't move the needle on revenue or profit. PwC's research found that successful companies are switching to top-down strategies. Senior leadership identifies 3 to 5 critical business processes where AI agents can have massive impact. Then they invest heavily to transform those processes completely. Not use AI to help with customer service, but redesign our entire customer service operation around autonomous AI agents with humans only handling edge cases. The difference is night and day. Some industries are moving faster than others. Software tech, obviously leading. AI agents writing code, managing infrastructure, debugging systems. Some companies report single developers doing work that previously required entire teams. Finance, trading algorithms, risk analysis, fraud detection, customer service. AI agents processing millions of transactions and making split-second decisions. Healthcare, diagnostic assistance, drug discovery, patient monitoring, clinical trial optimization. AI agents potentially saving millions of lives through faster, more accurate medicine. Legal, contract review, legal research, document generation. Work that cost $500 per hour from lawyers now done by AI for pennies. Marketing, content creation, campaign optimization, customer segmentation, predictive analytics. AI agents running entire marketing operations autonomously. But let's be honest about what this means. Jobs will disappear. Not slowly, not gradually, fast. McKinsey estimates that AI agents can do roughly half of the tasks that people currently do. Half. Think about what that means. Not help with half the tasks. Do half the tasks, autonomously, without human involvement. Customer service representatives, most will be replaced. Junior analysts, redundant. Entry-level programmers, AI does it better. Paralegals, administrative assistants, data entry workers, bookkeepers. The jobs aren't being enhanced by AI. They're being eliminated. And it's not just low-skill work. McKinsey found that knowledge work, the kind requiring college degrees and professional training, is more vulnerable to AI agents than manual labor. Because knowledge work happens on computers, and AI agents excel at computer-based tasks. Here's what business leaders are saying behind closed doors. One software executive estimated output per engineer increased 10 times. That means you need 90% fewer engineers for the same work. What do you think happens to those jobs? Companies aren't saying it publicly, but the math is brutal. If AI agents can do the work of 10 employees for the cost of one, how many companies will choose to keep the 10 employees? This isn't speculation, it's basic economics. Some people say AI will create new jobs just like every technological revolution. And they're partly right. Yes, AI will create jobs, AI trainers, prompt engineers, AI ethicists, data scientists, machine learning engineers. But here's the problem. Those are specialist jobs. They require advanced technical skills. There might be 100,000 of these jobs created. Meanwhile, AI could eliminate millions of jobs in customer service, data entry, basic analysis, administrative work. The math doesn't work out, not even close. The Industrial Revolution created more jobs than it destroyed. But it took decades for the transition. People who lost jobs in 1820 didn't magically become factory workers in 1821. This transition? It's happening in years, not decades. Are millions of customer service reps going to retrain as AI engineers? No. The timeline is too fast. The skill gap too wide. And governments? Mostly paralyzed. A few countries are trying to regulate AI. The EU passed the AI Act. Some US states have proposals, but regulation is years behind the technology. By the time laws are written, debated, and implemented, the AI landscape will have evolved 3 more times. Companies are deploying AI agents now. Regulations will arrive later, maybe. Industry experts are calling 2026 the year agents go mainstream. Why? Because the technology is mature enough, the infrastructure is ready, and businesses are desperate enough to make it work. PwC predicts companies will move from experimental AI projects to repeatable, rigorous AI agent deployments. IBM says multi-agent systems, networks of AI agents that collaborate, will move into full production. Microsoft predicts AI agents will become digital colleagues that join human teams. What does that actually mean? Let me paint you a picture of work in just 18 months. You arrive at the office. Your AI agent has already sorted and prioritized your emails, scheduled your meetings based on actual importance, not who yelled loudest, prepared briefings for each meeting with relevant data, identified the 3 most critical decisions you need to make today, drafted responses to routine requests, flagged risks in ongoing projects, updated your boss on your team's progress. During a meeting, your AI agent takes notes, identifies action items, assigns tasks to team members' AI agents, begins executing on decisions in real-time monitors for conflicts with other initiatives, adjusts timelines based on resource availability. After work, you have 10 minutes of review where your agent shows you what it did, asks for approval on 3 decisions it wasn't confident about, and gets your input on strategic direction. That's it. 10 minutes of your direct involvement. The rest? The AI agent handled it. Sound crazy? Companies are building this right now. But it gets weirder. The future isn't one AI agent per person. It's networks of specialized agents that collaborate. You'll have a scheduling agent, a research agent, a communication agent, a financial agent, a creative agent, a project management agent. And they'll talk to each other, coordinate, divide work, optimize outcomes. Your company will have hundreds or thousands of AI agents all working together, with humans providing strategic direction and handling edge cases. It's like having an organization of thousands of employees who never sleep, never quit, never make emotional decisions, and work at computer speed. So who wins in this new world? Business owners who adopt AI agents early and aggressively. Technical specialists who design, implement, and maintain AI systems. Creative professionals whose work requires human judgment and taste. Strategic thinkers who can direct AI agents toward valuable goals. People who can work with AI rather than compete against it. Workers in routine knowledge work. Analysts, customer service, data entry. People who refuse to learn AI collaboration skills. Companies that move slowly or ignore the trend. Entire industries built on human labor that AI can replace cheaply. The wealth gap will explode. People who control AI agents will be incredibly productive and valuable. People replaced by AI agents will struggle to find work that pays middle-class wages. This raises some serious questions society hasn't answered. Universal basic income? Massive retraining programs? Just hope it works out? Nobody knows. Nobody's seriously preparing. We're going to find out the hard way. An AI agent makes a bad financial decision that loses millions. Who's liable? The company? The AI provider? The person who deployed it? Laws haven't caught up. Court battles are coming. AI agents with access to your systems can do things. What happens when they're hacked? Or manipulated? Or just make catastrophically bad decisions? The attack surface for cyber threats just expanded massively. If AI agents do most knowledge work, what do people do? What gives work meaning when machines handle everything? We're about to find out if humans can find purpose beyond productivity. Here's the bottom line. AI agents are not coming. They're here. They're being deployed in businesses worldwide. They're transforming industries. They're eliminating jobs and creating wealth. This isn't a future prediction. It's a present reality. The question isn't whether this will change your career. It's when and how. The actions you can take. So what do you do? Stop thinking of AI as a competitor. Think of it as a tool multiplier. The people who thrive will be those who can direct AI agents toward valuable outcomes. Learn prompt engineering. Understand AI capabilities and limitations. Practice AI-assisted work. What can you do that AI can't yet? Strategic thinking, creative vision, complex human relationships, ethical judgment. Double down on those skills. They're your moat. The AI landscape changes monthly. What's impossible today is routine tomorrow. You can't learn one skill set and coast. You have to keep adapting. If you're a business leader, move fast. Your competitors are deploying AI agents. If you're not, you're falling behind, radically behind. Identify your highest value processes. Deploy AI agents there. Scale what works. Iterate fast. The companies that figure this out in 2026 will dominate 2030. The companies that don't might not exist in 2030. AI agents represent the biggest business transformation since the internet. Possibly bigger. They will create enormous wealth for those who control them. They will eliminate millions of jobs for those who compete with them. They will reshape economies, redefine careers, and force society to answer fundamental questions about work, value, and purpose. This isn't hype. This isn't speculation. This is happening right now. The question is, are you going to adapt, or are you going to be disrupted? Because the AI revolution isn't waiting for you to be ready. That's the AI agent revolution, the biggest business trend happening right now that will reshape every industry and career path over the next few years. If this opened your eyes to how fast things are changing, smash that like button. This is the most important business development of our time, and more people need to understand it. Subscribe and hit notifications for more deep dives into the technologies and trends reshaping business and the global economy. Because AI agents, this is just the beginning. Drop a comment. Are you excited about AI agents or terrified? Do you think your job will exist in 5 years? What are you doing to prepare? Let's have a real conversation about this. The future isn't something that happens to us. It's something we shape. See you in the next one. Stay informed, stay adaptable, and stay ahead.